push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the
Discernment.
people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
I learn about discernment a little bit. I never really studied the word though.
You.
Me, yeah.
But to study it now.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I've been being trained in it, but the word, to know the word. But I don't even know if I know the word yet.
You're supposed
But-
to. You're supposed to.
Discern, you know discernment? What do you know for?
Discernment means that the things what you never know, you know it.
The things you never know, you know it.
Yeah. You deserve the brain, and the brain you get up, got in and make up know the judgment. Can see things, what you never know.
Okay, like, what kind of things?
You know what you imagine. What you imagine, that is the discernment, you know. What you imagine and just the right thing. You deserve the thing before it happens. You know, you can't come out and tell a man.
What about evil?
But that evil are good.
What about evil spirits?
Yes.
The difference between evil spirit and good spirit.
And good spirit.
And the great deceiver fooling you.
Yeah, you ever have it?
You know how the great deceiver can fool us?
Yeah, man.
That's why some of these, like who we was talking about, can't come and look at me from the other day. Because I see it in them.
That you deserve.
You see when you have the discerning eye? Okay, this is it. This is what I learned. This is what I learned. Children, okay? Dogs bark. Dogs bark. Why do dogs bark? You hear that? Why do dogs bark? Dogs know when to bark.
Yes.
Dogs know when evil comes around differently. How do dogs know? You know how a dog know when something when some evil come in the dog? How does the dog know that?
To make it a purpose too.
But we don't have that power. That's what code out of us. They fool us and code that out of us so we don't see evil again. Discernment. Discernment get code out of us.
That soon leave we, and we big on the dog.
Okay.
We high on the dog.
But look at evil. We have it everywhere. We don't say nothing again, right?
Again, I wrote it. And a be evil that they go on in the world today. You know the whole world today.
It's not worse. Look at how it's worse.
It's worse. Because when you have to talk today.
You want me to tell you a terrible thing?
Yeah.
Slaves still buy water. That's not God's plan, you know. That's not God's plan. But slaves still buy water.
Of course.
But that's not God's plan.
No.
But know that, all of us, we still buy water. And that's not God's
I
plan.
know God's plan.
I'm not getting the joke.
But listen, you want to come and drink of the water of life.
Free. How could we be born on earth and this be the plan?
They say we must come and drink of the water of life free. Who will drink water free?
How can they charge us for water?
Are they making?
And the first thing you need, and they charge you, we're born on earth, this is what our government does for us. You see why they can't come around me again? Can't come around again.
Not a government can make water. I must see the heavenly government make water.
But did you hear him talk on the radio about the tax this week?
You hear?
Did you hear Peter Phillips talk?
Yeah, me hear them. From the new government coming to power. You better tax all people.
Book everything.
Everything, all that citizen carry. So tell them they withdraw some of them. They withdraw some of them. Boy, I tell you. Sister P, as you win to bomb, you want to put on for the money. $7 million. $7 million. And that's all they want to give money. And fool people. And do all sorts of things. People, they tell you, people fool.
You see it? People really fool, huh?
Fool, the foolish people in me was here Jamaican them. Me a Jamaican, me tell you. I went to America one time. 1970. That time was Edward Seaga been the Prime Minister. An election call. That's what came to go out. An election call. And PNP win. And when PNP win, the boss man is a white man. He comes side of me, he said, "Busy." I say, "Yes, boss, like in that name, Cheyenne." And then they Cheyenne too. There's not a son on me. He say, "Oh, no, Jamaican is foolish thing." I said to him, he said, "Why?" Yes, I said. He said, "You make back PNP win. You have good government, they work for you, and you make PNP win and take them out of power." He said, "What me not do?" They say they go back there.
Wait, you still think that this is a party thing?
So, me still think that them are
PNP, JLP. You think the PNP is better than the JLP?
me not think so.
Okay. Because, look, slaves still buy water.
Yes.
Okay, so don't think that they're more...
No, they're not better than the other.
Okay, okay.
One may do little thing similar, but they're not better than the other.
Okay.
Do something little free help, no pressure the people.
Look at what we've been through. Look at how they lied to us in the past 25 or 30 years just here. Look at how they do come. Look at what they try and do, and look at how they lie to us and tell us they're going to do this and that, and spin songs and never come back and do nothing, huh?
Okay.
Look at the beach. Look at how the beach get destroyed by them and how they come and tell us. Remember the woman come tell us all? Remember when the woman come and tell us they're going to fix up this and take down the steel and fix up, plant trees?
You're not a faithful punishment for that.
Oh. You remember that woman, right?
Yes, man. Faithful punishment for
She's a big something now in the government and all the paper and everything, you know.
I can tell you, all and all what they promise food will make you glad.
Pied Pipers.
Pied
Pipers.
Yes. That's all. I don't do.
Yeah, but they're dangerous because look what they do. Where have they led us into a ditch, into a godless ditch now? They want man to marry man. There's no jobs. They just keep lying. They keep playing tax games. Look where they led us. Look where they led us. Nobody farm. They let the land get, and they just tell us stories on the news and run number spells on us.
Just go on and go on, telling faithful promise to people. And one of the party coming up power, before him coming up power, he saying go and move the sea, put on land. And move the land, put out a sea. Which one of them can ever do it? Or then they tell us to make you glad. I can tell you something. You only where we must walk and live. And the Heavenly Father. You hear me say? The Heavenly Father can do everything to you. Jehovah God, when Nebuchadnezzar, the great king of Babylon, when he go have it in things, you know, he make him yam grass is 7 years. And when he done, yam grass, he put him back on his throne and make him know say my God. 7 years in grass. He take up the grass with him, he pardon long and grass. So God can make overturn to every man.
Here's something, let me give this one to you, alright? When I was talking about discernment, alright? I have gone up to some levels and seeing like the world government and Illuminati and all this, things that is above us, right? Now, even in Jamaica, like I see certain families control the media differently. Like they have all their cousins, all the Williams. The Williams. But these, like Illuminati families, these people above us, the George Bushes and...
All of them.
Right. I don't know if they are like regular people being evil or they are possessed in some way where they don't know themselves really what happens, you know? Because the evil is too much and the secret seems to be too much that it seemed like it'd have to be some type of possession. You know what I mean? Like when I look at, here's the thing, like when you look, here's the thing with the great deceiver, you know. You can find him and look at him and say, hey, look. And as you go to tell someone to look over here, he's gone. And you look like the fool. This is the great deceiver we're dealing with.
Yes, the deceiver.
So how can these world government people exist on us so long like this and keep this spell on us?
I don't know.
And so secret or whatever. You think they are possessed or they, like, you know what I'm saying? You know that when someone's possessed, someone's possessed, they go do something, yeah, they're not going to know they do it.
Yeah, then possess certain things over people.
Different possessed. I'm saying like possessed by a demon spirit.
Yeah, well, you're telling me, don't worry about it. I get them work about it.
But how much do they, do you know what I'm saying? Do they know they're possessed?
Certain things. Because Mark, did you know a two, I call it two spirits. Do you know that one of the spirits in rule the land, you know, rule the earth. God's spirit rule the earth. But one of the spirit gives you anything in the world, you know. Did you know that? Me say, if you did know, say, one of the spirit.
I see that's what people deal with now.
Eh?
That's what the youth deal with now, right? That is what they call Baphomet?
All right.
In the music and the media.
All right.
Material things. Consumer, buy this, buy that. Money, numbers, count this, count that.
You want to say, as we're talking about the spirit, the demonic spirit, the man who you serve. You understand? The man who you serve, you get anything what you wanted. Because when Christ was upon the mouth of Olive, yes, when Christ was on the Mount of Olive, the disciples asked him, Master, in your coming, what will be the sign of the time? You look it, you want me to say, he says, so shall be days of the Noah, so shall be the days of the Son of Man. Boy, you see the ground, you know, Mark. How you look at it? How you look at it now? Tell me.
Have to end. Cycle have to be over.
He must.
It have to be
He
over.
must.
One way or the other.
He must. That's what I mean.
One way or the
That
other.
I must done.
One way or the other.
Make it turn it over again. If you're recording. Make it turn it over again. When Christ upon the earth, Satan, the God of this earth, the Bible speaks about it. You know all these things, you know. Nobody now need to guess. Because if anybody gets voted, me not get voted, Satan will carry him up on the mount and show him all vanity down here. Say to him, worship him, that a God's son, the sons of God. And give him all of them. Sons of God driving me. The man shall not live by bread alone, but by the concession upon his lips to God. You see, so Satan entitled to give any man worshiping wealth. Any man. But God said, the Father said, listen, to who serve him, he said, riches increase, set not your heart open. And he said, to use it wisely, give away to the poor who don't have behind him. Solomon said, a big station at spirit. But you know all these things in my book, you know, because you're no fool. You know all these things, a big station at spirit, you know. So I see it, and I look at it. Who you worship, and him give you all what you want. God no been saying nothing about it. You know been saying nothing about it, but you know worship it. And it's if you do use it wisely, give to who need it. And him will give you some more. And no man make money put down in the earth, you know. And no man make your God know some man. Go and use it. And he give him wisdom. How to use it. But man use the thing.
But how could we be so far and the slaves still have to buy water? How can we be so far?
All right.
They're up on the fucking moon and everywhere.
Then it is wrong. You know what, man? The time coming. No worry, Mark. No worry, I said, Mark. No worry. No worry, Mark. The time coming. 1,000 years. 1,000 years. So God is to the Creator who made the heaven and made the earth. 1,000 years this coming as that to God, you know. For me, the talk, yeah. 1,000 years done to God, you know. No worry. Because he said, him God, when come like our thief in the night. He not tell no man, he tell man everything. He tell you how they build, he tell you how he make man, he tell you all things. But he never tell a man it's a secret to him. He said go and come like a thief in the night. I can't do night, I can't do for him.
I try and stay up at night and watch myself.
Watch and play. He said to watch man. He said, listen, if the watchman do not watch and make the teeth break in fault. So you have to preach tell people what the Heavenly Father said. You have to do it. If you go in fault, you're going to lose the way. So me and you there talk. Are the natural thing with the talk one another. You they do your work, me they do the work. Same man with the talk about. Don't worry. Take it easy.
Give thanks.
Let's take it. We have one man named here, Walkton Lewis. He said to take it easy. Don't touch your house. I know doing this for you to pick yourself and have to go. Just take it easy. You man go and hear it. When Noah was warning people, take it a joke, don't it? Take it a joke, yeah. And Noah man much years.
I would take it for joke too.
Take it a joke.
The man big boat way.
People take it a joke.
People said, boss, how you gonna move that boat? He said, shut the fuck up and just move the wood over there.
Yeah. All right. So we'll make them go down.
What's with the sun? Do you feel the sun and the heat and the brightness like the past week or so?
The sun.
Yeah.
Up to 6 weeks, man. No past
Even, okay, well, let me tell you, I've been staying indoors kind of most of the time, to tell you the truth, but like 2 days ago or 3 days, I came out and went up by the sea like 5 o'clock or 5:30 when the sun was up. It wasn't, up there?
Mm-hmm.
Something different. Something
Change.
well different.
Then time
That-
change. Change of the
You didn't feel, because I bet you was napping under the shade, give thanks.
Yes, me understand.
Mm-hmm.
Me understand.
That's why I stay under it too. I had to go out and see it, but
Yeah.
it's something different with and I feel I know it. Do you remember the star I used to tell you about?
That those star, morning star,
Right.
morning star.
I call them Amen Nibiru.
You call it that way.
Yeah, people in science call him Venus.
Call it Venus.
Yeah. Now you know I've been studying him, right?
Yes,
You know much been studying him, right?
Sometimes when you feel,
You see he's gone from the sky. You don't see him from like 2 weeks ago.
no, it's shift now.
Okay. You know where he is?
Mm-mm.
He's leaving. You know why the sun is so hot? He's up with the sun. They call it Venus transit. If you look carefully at sunset, even now, you can see him. He's in front of the sun.
In front of the sun.
And he's filling up he's a light ship. And he's refueling right now. That's why all this extra energy, because he's like a black hole. He's like sucking in light energy. And he's going to be gone for like another 3,000 years or whatever. This is our ancient ancestor.
Yeah, it's an ancient thing. You ever buck up the comet star yet?
Which star?
Comet star.
I don't know which one. Maybe they call different ones that, I think.
You have a long tail back. It is 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see, when they talk about them things, I don't believe what they say. When I see it, I feel it, and I know it. And I know this. I know him.
You know,
Yeah. I know him. And I know they're lying about him. And all the covering up the sky with the clouds is a lie. And I know they're lying about him. And that's why there's this... ask somebody who go out. Look even out there. Look at the whiteness out there. And it's all cloudy. He must be almost finishing filling the ship, because it's been like a week, I think, in front of the sun.
Yeah, about a week.
If you see the sun setting, is your eye good?
One are good, one are good again. One of them now good.
But from the sun is going down that way and start to get dim, most people can look at the sun.
Most people.
You can if you look at the sun,
Yeah.
you'll see like on the lower, like in the middle kind of, but on the lower left, one little dot. And if you follow him, if there's not enough clouds and you see him down low,
No.
it'll be like a black dot.
Like go right down to sea level. Like.
Right, you'll see him as a black dot. That's not the morning star.
No.
Okay, that's what they're telling you, but they're lying.
Ay, Mark. Tell you.
Where we come from, all the Father's design plan for us, for creation. You know, that's what's happening. People is getting close to the Father's, to God's code, to God's design for us. And some people got close and they shouldn't have gotten close. That's why God said, don't eat from the tree of knowledge. Not yet. You're not old enough to eat from that tree yet. But the boys went to the tree and the girls went to the tree and they got in the fast car and they started driving the fast car around. They were too young and they made a lot of accidents happen. Too much with the power that God has given us. People use their heads in science knowledge, make war machines and all instruments to fool us and everything, you know. And they still charge us for water that's poisoned. So what the fuck is that?
But here no map. The position is this. Bring me a boy growing up. No water, no many charter them.
And it was clean.
And we drink healthy water.
Right.
Come from the spring.
Hey, let me ask you something. When you were young, the bread, do you remember the bread being different?
A different bread, yes.
Okay, let me ask you something. Would the ants eat the bread?
No, you got sweet.
Hmm?
Yes, and sweet bread.
Ants don't eat the bread now. I think they're poisoning the bread, to tell you the
Yeah,
truth, the
because
flour.
it's not you kind of.
I think there's some fluoride poison in the bread, to tell you the truth.
But let me tell you something.
I have put bread out there, the rats don't eat, I leave it out there, the roaches, the rats, the ants. It tastes good to me though.
Yes. I'll tell you why. The bread, the bread then, the tree, what the bread, the flour, what, too much chemical.
The flour.
It's from the
The
tree.
flour. From the flour mill. You know it. You know it. I see you know it.
How would I know, right?
It's poison from the flour mill.
Do you ever have it? How they come from? Whatever we consume, I mean, stupid people don't understand. It's hard to go to human race, but I'll go compose it. Make by the mercy of God, make it. Because everything that we consume in our body, you know what happened to it? You know what to eat? It drunk all of it. It drunk everybody.